Welcome to the now. I don't normally do 2 messages in a day because I like to try to save information for each day. But today, as I was out on my nature walk, as I stated in one of my videos the other day, if you feel that you have the ability to channel, you should, and especially right in the beginning, you should always keep a piece of paper and a notebook with you all the time, as I do now. And today, as I was doing my walk and I was sitting underneath the sun, praying to the goddess Oshun, I started to hear this message and I just sat down and I wrote. And this is where we will start the message for today, or this message. Understand that each of you is transforming now in big ways. Do not see these changes as good or bad, but understand each has its purpose. Trust in every now moment, no matter what the situation is, that whether you think of it as good or bad, that it is not the case, for each transformation is leading you back to who you are. See everything with love and gratitude, no matter how you perceive the situation. Know in your heart, feel in your heart, that this is what is meant for you. Not all will take this journey into consciousness with you, and that is okay. For each have our own purpose and path and truth. Know that this is a moment of transformation that will change the now, but each of you must feel and listen to your hearts to know what is meant for you and how you may use these energies to reconnect to your heart and to love and trust who you are. Hope. Our hope is that each of you will take the now to understand who you are and your purpose here, so that once the energies have passed the now moment, you are able to step fully into your being as a divine being of light. You are energies and your energies into greatness. So we ask you to trust and receive with gratitude. Take this moment also to understand what does not serve you and to release and let go with love and gratitude. Understand on your journey of awakening consciousness on this planet. Understand that some will transform with you and others will go away. And this is okay, for this is a part of the plan and purpose. Trust that nothing in the universe happens without a purpose. Everything in the all has a purpose. It is now you awaken to yours. It is time that we awaken to our inner purpose so we may bring it into our outer purpose. The most important thing that I believe that this message was sharing with me and to share with others is to understand that this period of now, in between the eclipse in the house of Taurus and the eclipse in the house of Sagittarius, are a very big moment of now, of transformation. This is a time where we must change who we are and fundamentally become something new. something of greatness and worthiness of the light that shines within each of us. So another part of this goes back to exactly what my message for this morning was. Do not fight or resist or fear what is going to happen or what the universe is bringing you. Accept it with gratitude and love, and to know that this is your purpose and that nothing is good or bad, but it is bringing you somewhere great. It is bringing us all back together into a united consciousness of love with all of humanity and with all sentient life forms in the entirety of the universe. It is okay not to be okay. Understand that as well. You are doing everything perfect, for you are perfect just as you are. Your biggest doubter and the biggest person who could ever make you feel unworthy or ungreatness of your light is you. No one can take that light away from you but you. So you are also the only one who can bring it back to you and who can understand who you are. You are greatness. You are the one who is going to change your now. We are the ones who are going to change our nows into something great through this enormous transformation of energies. But don't feel that you have to do something or be something that you're not. Be exactly who you are and love exactly what you love, but do it without doing. Do it in being. For that is your purpose, being, our inner purpose at least. So example, right now, my purpose is to communicate my message. That is my being. That is where I am existing in this now moment as in each and every single one of you who is watching my video or seeing it. For we understand that time means nothing, correct? And so we understand it doesn't matter if you watch this right now or if you watch this whenever you watch it. Understand that everything comes to you in the moment in time when your light is ready to receive it. I came into, I didn't mean to scare you. I came into my light in my first awakening right after my 29th birthday. And I'm now halfway into 30. And at first, I was very open and messages came to me all the time. But then there became times where I became unaware of who I was and not understanding what my purpose here was. And why was I struggling? And why were these situations happening to me? I thought that I had a great purpose here to do something. But we realize that everything happens for a purpose and everything has its plan. For it took me just until a few months ago to find this book. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, I lost a cat. Come back, cat. Pearl. Pearl. Sunny. Sunshine. Sunshine. This book came to me when I was ready to receive it. Understand that no information will come to you, or will you be able to understand until you are ready to understand that information and to accept it into your being as who you are. When it can guide you in your now moment. You might try to read a book at some point, But if you don't feel connected to it, then wait until you do, and then receive the information when you are ready to receive it with love and guidance. For you are never alone. None of us are ever alone. And that is one of the other important things to remember during this enormous transformation of energy and of our own beings, is that we are not alone in this transformation. We are all in this together. We are all transforming consciousness together. Whether you are a conscious being of sentient light or you are an unconscious being who hasn't found your light yet, we are all still in this together as one consciousness of the totality of the universe. Sometimes after I give the message part, it just kind of starts, things just start coming in as I'm speaking, and then I just say whatever I need to feel like I need to say. Another thing that I think I would maybe help others here is understand who you are and to trust who you are and to know what your gifts are. Each of you, I believe, does know and understand your gifts, but for some reason you might hide in fear of showing them to others. Do not. Trust your gifts. Love your gifts, for they are uniquely genuine to who you are. Even though each of us might have the same gifts, how we use them and use that energy is unique to our being of who we are in this human form. I was saying something, but see, and that's the thing, sometimes that information is coming in so quickly that I forget sometimes. That's why I started scribing. Oh, back to that's what I was saying. I was talking about your gifts. Trust them and love them for who you are. I will never stop sharing my words and messages with others ever again. In the beginning, I wasn't sure if I was doing anything that had a great purpose, or whether it was truly helping others. But the reality is, as long as you can help one other being, is that not enough? That's more than enough. It is not about the totality of a big, enormous change in consciousness, but it's about the little, tiny moments in the now of greatness that will change consciousness. So as long as you can use your light to help one other being here, that is greatness. I would have never thought that I would be someone who sat here and did what I'm doing now. For I've always known that my voice was great, and I've always loved to speak, but I always feared what other people would think of me, or what they might say. Like, what kind of weirdo is this person thinking that he knows all these kind of things about whatever he's talking about? No. I am great. I love who I am. I am a channeler and a starseed and a light worker. I am Gania. And my consciousness has been on this planet for a very long time. For a very long now, I should say. All of our consciousness have existed in the now since the beginning of now. For no energy can exist outside of the all that hasn't always been. The all cannot take to create. It must create through mind. Mentalism. Hey, 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 na, na, na. Hey, 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 na, ya, no, ya. ya no na. Be ready for a transformation in every way you could imagine in your being. But know that you are the one guiding you in this transformation, and that you are not alone. But you, in this moment, to connect to the unity of the all, you must be inward and focus on your inner being, and to learn how you may bring that into the light. Stop and take a breath and just be who you are meant to be. It's going a little longer than normal, but this is important. Be who you are meant to be. Would you want to ever, one of the other issues with our reality is everyone wants to be different than who they are meant to be. Everyone strives to be something greater or different than what they actually know to be theirs or their consciousness. But you know in your heart what is meant for you and who you are. Each one of us does. No one ever loses who they are. They just become unaware of the light that is within each of us. So buckle up for a beautiful ride in the now as we move through these beautiful eclipses into a brand new state of being for each of us to shine and illuminate this planet with consciousness.